Greetings, African people. Greetings, melanated black people. My name is Lefera Cholo, Amenra Dajet, Pata Hotep Akera Angra. Welcome. Today, we're presenting on a topic that is titled How Black African Children Should Be. How Black African Children Should Be. The purpose of an African nation and black families is to produce children who are socialized into being nation builders and power holders who will build a sovereign African nation. Let us begin with quotations from our African scholars. The first quotation reads as follows, I quote, "Let us indeed create a black agenda based on the vision of a sovereign Africa, a people's Africa advocating for African people throughout the world." Unquote, Dr. Marimba Ani. The second quote reads as follows, "Education has only but one honorable purpose, one alone. Everything else is a waste of time. That is to train the students to be proper handlers of power." Unquote, Dr. John Henry Clark. The third quotation reads as follows, I quote, "One is fully conscious when he or she is the result of having been informed and instructed by the experience of his or her ancestors and uses that knowledge to master, understand, and become able to create institutions that allows him or her to live in harmony with the rest of nature and the universe." Unquote, Professor James Small. The last quotation, but not least, reads as follows, I quote, "Every form of true education trains the student in self-reliance. Every form of true education trains the student in self-reliance." Unquote, Dr. John Henry Clark. The areas of production and development that must be mastered by every black child include the following: food production, which is agriculture; entrepreneurship, that is driven by communal cooperative economics; African-centered governance systems; self-defense and military strategies; clothing and shelter; nutrition and diet; the mastering of real African history and the African deep thought, which is philosophy, fitness and health, African consciousness, African spirituality, and Maatian value system. Every black child must know these areas of development, must understand them. They must form part of his or her vision. Every black child must be taught to master the following skills: adopting, analyzing, and managing risk, applying economic, valuing, and governance models, ethical behavior, behaving as a leader, building and nurturing leadership, communicating, creating process, re-engineering new actions, processes, and tools, developing security, gathering evidence, identifying and using boards of monitors and advisors, stewardship, understanding important systems and capabilities, making prudent decisions, managing conflicts, negotiating, planning long term, prioritizing tasks and goals, probing, procuring, scheduling, solving problems innovatively, sourcing, buying, and procuring goods and services, using containment strategies. These are the skills that every black child should master, understand, and be able to apply. And it's our duty as black children, as black parents, to educate our children through example to master these skills and apply them on everyday life. A character and the personality of every black child should include the following roles: being an entrepreneur, being an investor, being a philanthropist, being a survivalist, being an effective communicator, a leader, an African-centered activist and scholar, a nation builder, a reader and a researcher, a technologically savvy person, a writer, a financially literate person, a writer, a team player, an African-centered master, an African spiritual scientific practitioner. These are the skills that every black child should master, understand, and be able to apply in everyday life. Only then would have created an unapologetic African black warriorship that will build and protect an African sovereign nation. Only then would say that we are on the path to Abibi Fahoudiye. Abibi Fahoudiye. Ang Oja Senep, Ang Oja Senep, Ang oja seneb. No more, no more, no more. Dua, dua, dua. Asante sana.